Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Atticus and, in my opinion, whether or not Atticus is worth the investment. Today I'm sitting here in Selkirk, Manitoba, and it is raining like crazy, and I absolutely love this weather. It's very peaceful, and just a note, both of my dogs are currently napping on the floor, so if you hear any snoring or heavy breathing, it's not me. So what is Atticus? You may have already heard about it. Atticus is a software that was designed to easily format print books and ebooks, all using one file in addition to writing capabilities. There are many benefits of using Atticus. It is compatible with Windows and Mac and Linux and Chromebook. The software has a one-time fee for purchase, and there's no subscription model whatsoever, so it's a one and done, buy it, you got it for life. Now, the current price is showing $147 US, and of course, depending on where you live, that can change. For myself, when I purchased it recently, it ended up being close to $250 Canadian. Now, I know that seems very steep, but it really depends on whether or not this is going to make a change for you, a big improvement. Because if you're an independent author and you don't want to invest in hiring somebody every time you want to release a new book, you do have the option to format the book yourself. So that one-time fee to me is absolutely worth it. So what led me to finally invest in Atticus? I do all of my own formatting in Microsoft Word. There's a couple of problems with this. One of my biggest problems was that you cannot easily convert a Microsoft Word document directly into an ePub within the software. You have to find some sort of online tool, utility, or hire somebody to convert it into an ePub for you, which really sucks. If I had any advice to give to the Microsoft Corporation, I would suggest that they change this. Now, the second struggle that I have had with formatting books using Microsoft Word is that basically it just takes a very long time. It's very finicky, and there's very special things that you have to click on in a certain order for things to work. For example, if I want my page numbering to work properly, I have to use section breaks. And section breaks at the end of every chapter are also needed if you want to do something unique with every chapter heading or title. So, for example, using images or anything else that you want to do to adjust to each individual chapter. Now, it is possible to format a print book and an ebook inside Microsoft Word. It's just the time it takes for print and the inability to do it to create an ebook directly within Microsoft Word is what led me to look into other options. I've watched Atticus videos and so on and advertisements for so long, for a couple of years, and I finally decided it is time to take the plunge. I first used Atticus to prepare my book 300 Man, which I recently released, which is a novella, and I wanted to use Atticus to convert it into an ePub. I had already spent hours formatting it for print, so I did not use it for print, but I did play with Atticus after the fact to see what my options were for formatting into a print PDF. Okay, this saved me hours. It literally saved me hours. I didn't document how much time it saved, but once I got the concept down and the interface was so easy to use, it was a breeze. And let me tell you, it reduced some anxieties and stresses. Some of the benefits include preset themes, so you can choose what your chapters and your headings and everything look like by clicking on a theme. You can also add images in the background above your chapter headings, beside your chapter headings, behind the chapter headings, and it was really easy to do so, which was great. Customer service side of things was very responsive, very fast. Within a few hours, anytime I had questions, they would respond to me. I am big on book formatting. It's something that I have learned that I enjoy very much so when I go to publish a book. It's something that I have improved on over the last few years, and I really enjoy doing custom jobs. So for example, every one of my chapters has an image behind it, but I don't like using the exact same image for every chapter. Within Atticus, I could easily select unique photos for every single chapter heading so that it wasn't all the same. The only thing that I would say is that I had less flexibility in Atticus on how the image was shown. So I could not expand it or decrease it in size. I had sent out a customer service inquiry to find out if this is something that I could do down the road. There are some aspects of Atticus that allows you to auto-create sections of your book. For example, it'll auto-generate a title page for you, and it will stick to the same theme as all of your chapter headings. Alternatively, you can upload an image as your title page. It also has an auto-generated copyright page. Instead of having to manually create a copyright page for every book you create, it is already there. You have the option, of course, to delete any of these auto-created pages or add additional pages if you choose to do so. So once you have your book formatted the way that you want in terms of your themes, your images, and all of that, converting to an ePub is as simple as clicking on a button. Now, there is a previewer, kind of like there is with the Kindle Create and the Draft to Digital conversion software that is right on their dashboard. And then you can select different devices so you have an idea of what that ePub is going to look like on the different devices. And once you like what you see, it's as simple as clicking a button to say save as an ePub. And bada boom, bada bing, you have an ePub file that is ready for use and publication. It is very much the same with the print book version where you select your page size and all of the margins are automatically set up. It is so much easier. The page numbering is auto-generated the way that you need it to be. And it does save a ton of time, and I'm really looking forward to my next publication when I can really focus in on testing out the options with the print book creation. And my guess is it is going to be the anthology, Sable BooKnight's Portals anthology, and we're still accepting submissions. So if you are interested in writing a Portals story up to 5,000 words, check out sablebooknight.ca. In terms of the writing aspect within Atticus, I have not actually tried this out myself. I am very much a Word person. I've been writing and using Word for a big portion of my life, and well, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. However, from what I have seen, there is an internal editor. There is the ability to drag and drop characters or scenes on the left panel, kind of like the navigation panel in Word, or like the Scrivener left side of the screen where you have scenes and chapters. I have not seen an ability to add a specific scene within a chapter, but there is the ability to add a new sheet for a new chapter. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to test out the writing capabilities within Atticus. You can upload a Word document directly into Atticus. Now, to do that, you do have to make sure that you use heading 1 for chapter heading styles and so on, to make sure that when the upload goes through, that Atticus can understand how each chapter is separated. So using Atticus, you can use it directly online, or you can download the app and work offline. But you can also back up all of your projects onto their cloud. And you can also download those backups directly back into Atticus so that you don't lose anything. So far, I am absolutely loving Atticus. I love the simplicity, the user-friendly interface, all the capabilities it has, and I'm sure I'm going to find more that I'm going to have to ask questions about. The customer service is amazing, and I can now easily grab my Word document, upload it into Atticus, and turn it into an ePub without having to go through all the other channels to use somebody else's software. The software is already available on my computer, or I could go online and upload it that way. If you're curious to check out a specific ebook That was created by Atticus. Feel free to check out 300 Man because I wouldn't mind getting a few new reads either. I have published wide, so you can find me on Kobo and Apple and KDP and basically all over the frickin' place. So check out 300 Man, take a look at what the ePub looks like. It'll give you an idea of what Atticus is capable of.